Hello and welcome back to another episode of Boston College Dynasty here on College Football 26. In this episode, we're going to take on Michigan State as well as spend our upgrade points. We are pretty toast at O-line. Our current roster is fine, but we got a lot of guys that are going to either graduate, transfer, go to the draft, whatever it may be. We've got to take care of getting some scouting done, and I think we're going to have to get some 3 stars in the pipeline. So Michigan State got a pretty big overall advantage against us. Their senior tight end, Jack Velling, is among many great options in the receiving game. Christian McKay is going to be one of those guys. I mean, look at all those abilities he's got. Amari Kelly is going to be a problem. Nick Marsh is going to be a problem. Aiden Childs is going to be a problem, the quarterback. I mean, one of their backup receivers, Rodney Bullard Jr., is an 80 overall. They've even got a decent backfield. I mean, no real, crazy playmakers, but if the gaps are open, these guys are going to hit the hole for sure. I guess their line isn't, perfect. 1 or 2 80 overall players on it. Wayne Matthews, the third, is definitely going to give us problems over the middle. I think their corners are a little weak, but it's not like they have anybody super slow starting, and they've got pretty good safety group too, so I'm not really sure exactly what our area to attack them in is going to be, if any of them. I think we're just going to have to play pretty tight defense and hope for the best. They are 0-1 on the year, looking to rebound. We obviously won our first game against Army, but that's not anything too crazy. This is going to be our first real test of the season. They're going to wear their standard homes. We're going to wear our standard aways. Without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, he's getting that work in. Spartan Stadium, here we are on the road against Michigan State. I'm definitely worried about this matchup, but we're going to find out a lot about this team. All right, and we are going to get the kickoff to start. Detrell Jones, who I called Rajon last episode 1,000 times, takes our kickoff all the way to the 17. Yeah. Jordan McDonald had quite a game last week. We're hoping he can put it together today. We are going to start off with a handoff to him. He is going to barrel forward for a gain of 1. Ranked 23 in Stadium Pulse. Yeah, that's going to be an issue. We run forward with McDonald again. He only gains 2. Sets us up for an awkward 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. Going to get it underneath. Lewis Bond gets 5, but that's not going to be enough for the first. And we're at our own 25, so we are going to have to punt. That is insane. I don't know if that's a glitch or if that's supposed to be there or what. We're going to stop the bouncing at the 46, though. We've already gone over those impact players, but they've obviously got a lot of playmakers. This offense is going to be very, very difficult to stop. Interesting little play action here. They're going to try and go over the top to Velling, and we bat it down. All right, another... Oh, that's a crazy bad overthrow. It is raining, so I assume that is having some effect here on the passing, but this is kind of crazy. They're going to go underneath, and we'll stop them. They're going to have to punt it right back to us. Got Nate Johnson back there to return the punt if it is actually returnable. I think we're going to let that one go. 1st and 10, we're going to open up, get it back to Bond. Thought he was a little bit more open than he ended up being. 2nd and 7, clock ticking down, but Bond has a step. Is he going to go? He's got it all the way. Lewis Bond, I knew he was pressed up, hits him with that little Heisman pose. That's nasty. I knew we had that space. Lewis Bond, you cannot press up with one high safety. Grayson James just drops it right in the bucket, and he's able to take that momentum, keep that space, and take it to the house. Well, that is a great start. We're going to get this PAT up and in and take a 7-0 lead. Quick little run on 1st and 10, gains 3. 2nd and 7 here. We're going to pass it again. They go over to the tight end. No surprise. He comes down with it. New set of downs after they just got the first to Velling. They run a play action fake, and they dump it off. We totally misread that, and they get the first. 1st and 10. We're going to run a little safety blitz concept here, and we sack him in the backfield. Quintavious Hutchins on the play. 2nd and 17, probably going to be a pass play here. Nobody in the backfield. They got that over the middle. Gain of 6. 3rd and 11 now. Pretty big down here. If we could get another stop. They send the halfback in motion. Over the middle to Velling, and he is going to reach forward for the first. 1st and 10. Going underneath to Velling again. I just kind of had a feeling. Lewis Bond has been on fire today. I mean, 5 catches, 145, and 2 tutties. I mean, he's just having himself a game. Grayson James has been on fire, too. Surprised he wasn't the main guy. Our offense has been amazing, and our defense has had quite a few stops. We just got to keep doing what we're doing, really. That's the main thing. 1st and 10. Trials again, making some adjustments at the line. They run it for a gain of nothing. 2nd and 10. They are going to run this little RPO. We deck them for a gain of nothing. 3rd and 10. Going to try and put a little pressure on them. They do complete the pass, but it is unfortunately not in front of the sticks. I say unfortunately for them. Very fortunate for us, because we played 3 really good downs there, and we're going to take that fair catch. They are very clearly prepared for the run here. I am not intimidated, though. I would like to run the ball. We're going to get it outside to McDonald, and he's going to get 9 on the play. They're still stacking the box, 2nd and 1, but we're going to get the first, get a little bit more as McDonald shoves him off. Props to Jordan McDonald. He's been running hard all game. We're getting some great blocks from the O-line, too. 2nd and 5. James is going to try and get a little shifty and slide. Doesn't get the first. I don't know. I thought he got it. It's 3rd and inches. We're not going to get a block. Thanks, 79. Appreciate it. And we're going to have to punt. I don't know. 4th and 2 feels super doable. We're going to run this ball with Detrell Jones. He is going to get the first. And McDonald's going to get a block this time. Gets another first. We got 2 jobs. We got to chew the clock, and we got to keep putting points on the board, even if that's a field goal. McDonald is just destroying this defense. 1st and 10. Bond was open. I just couldn't get it to him. All right, 2nd and 10. Detrell, going to need you to catch that, but we don't even throw it accurately. 3rd and 10. Going to get that underneath to Franklin, and we're going to have to settle for a field goal. And the kick is up. Barely sneaks through. So it's now 27-10. That stop coming out of the half retook our momentum. We burned some clock, put some points on the board. That's exactly what we wanted to do. Good kick return sets them up at the 30. It's now 1st and 10, and they are going to run it. Gain 2. I was really worried we weren't going to win in the trenches, and that's exactly how we've built ourselves such a huge lead. So 2nd and 8. Oh, my gosh. Throw it right to our guy. Cuts it in. JP Price. What a play. KP. My bad. All right, we take over. 1st and 10. McDonald only gets 1. 2nd and 9. You think we're running? You know we're running. Jones gets us 5. 3rd and 4. We're going to Zeke Moore. He's going to fall down and get the first. McDonald back there. We are going to hand it off to him. Get outside. Try and cut up and gain 4. 2nd and 6. You know we're running this again. McDonald this time only able to get 3. They're giving us a lot of space here, and we're going to take it. McDonald gets us inside the 5. Can't get him offsides on that, but we're going to take this into the 4th quarter up 27-10 with the ball inside the 5. I feel really good about where things are. Going into the episode, I had no clue how our defense was going to fare, and I think they have passed flying colors, and the offense has done even better. 1st and 10, going to get a handoff. Oh, man, that got blown up. Loss of 3 on the play. It's very funny. I feel like 1 minute they hold the box like that, and then the next they let us regain all the yards. 3rd and goal. We're going to get that to Harris. Oh, he had him. McDonald is hurt. Well, that's not what you want to hear unless your name is Turbo Richard. But we'll take another field goal, throw that through the uprights. Pec strain will return soon, so he's probably fine. All right, 1st and 10, pretty much Michigan State's last drive. They're going to have to go over the middle to the tight end, and it's 2 on the play. think we've done a great job limiting the yards after the catch. That's huge for this defense, and we're going to have to stop them there again. Realistically, they're going to be able to catch the ball. You just have to make sure you can either stop them where they are or, like that, make sure they don't even get it in the first place. 4th and 5. They've got a lot of openings here, but unfortunately, they take another sack. At this point, we might even consider bringing the backups in. Oh, my God. That was a crazy pancake. 1st and 10. We're going to get it to our boy Franklin, and he is going to get us a 10. Turbo Richard in the game. Is he going to vulture his first touchdown? He will. Ooh, little step back. James Harden into a dance. I love it. So that's going to extend our lead 36-10. 1st and 10. They're going to run it, and we were ready for a loss of 1. 2nd and 11. They're going to throw a high one, and he can't come down with it. 3rd and 11. Let's see. This is kind of their last gasp of breath here, and they are going to heave it up the field, and we're going to break that up. Quintavious Hutchins had a sack earlier, and this one is down. 4th and 11. Let's see what they can do. They're going to try and just throw it right to Thornton, I guess. Jeez. Turbo back in for this one. Gains nothing. At this point, we're just killing the clock. That's really the only goal we have. This time, Jones is in. He's going to get a nice little run of 6. 3rd and 4. Jaden Skeet going to get left wide open. We know what he did last game against Army. He's obviously had a little bit smaller of a role in this one, but the way that the game is going, you can't really be mad about it. That's an odd little run there. 2nd and goal. Turbo going to get another handoff. He's going to go forward, get us to the 3. Back out for this one. Turbo going to get stopped for a loss of 3. We're going to just run it all the way down here. Probably kick this. Get that in there, and we're up 40-10 now. Yeah, this one has been over for a minute now. Kind of crazy start to the year. 2 big blowouts. Brings up 1st and 10 again. They still have their starters in, so I figure no real reason to take ours out. But we're going to knock him out for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after that short little gain. They're going to throw it right out to him. We're just going to go down. That's a crazy play. Quintavious Hutchins is out of his mind. Turbo getting another carry here. Going to line us up for a gain of 2. All right, here we are. Richard is going to unfortunately score that, get in there, vulture another TD, throw up the Heisman because he's crazy. But we got it down to 30 seconds. That's definitely going to do it for this one. I'll definitely have to see after this season it's like fully over. But if the blowouts continue, I'm definitely going to have to bump it up on Heisman. I just felt like All-American was going to be difficult enough. I want to make sure that the games are providing good content. Obviously, we poured it on at the end. It was relatively close going into halftime. Lewis Bond gets player of the game, although he was the player of the game at halftime. Didn't really do anything after that. Starting out with our guys, Grayson James, 17 of 22. Great completion percentage, 260, 3 tutties. Nothing else you could ask from him. Jordan McDonald, 23 for 120. Richard vultured 2 touchdowns there. But McDonald was obviously our best back. Detrell Jones was also very good. Both of them averaging over 5 a carry. I mean, you can't ask for more than that. Lewis Bond, we already know about him. But Jeremiah Franklin, Jordan McDonald, Jaden Skeet, even Detrell Jones, Reed Harris got his touchdown. I mean, we were spreading the ball around. As for the blocking, you saw all those pancakes. We really won this game at the line of scrimmage. No sacks allowed, by the way. As for sacks of our own, Davion Crouch, Jalen Blackwell, and Quintavious Hutchins, as well as that interception, they all had a sack each. Bunch of TFLs from Jalen Blackwell. Made life hard for him. We do level up again, so that's more points that we can spend. I'll be doing that once we advance to the next week. Most of these guys were climbing up their boards. We did lose one of those guys, though. Right now we are first on the 5-star Brett Winter. Stevie Finger, we climbed up in a first for him. I think we were always first on Quandre Cotton. I don't know if we've really moved up anywhere else. It'll show us. I guess we're up to number 2 on Ben Maryland. A lot of them are now in their top 5 stage, means we can, sway, soft sell, hard sell. I'm going to have to take a look at their grades. Scheduling a visit being 10 hours is very interesting, though. It used to be 40. I think that incentivizes us to want to get those visits scheduled, but we're also going to have to admit defeat on some of these battles and able to, generate the points required. We're probably going to, wait another week before doing any of that stuff. We'll play our week 3 game against Stanford and then probably see about it in our bye in week 4. All that's going to be in the next episode, though, so if you're excited to see that, that's awesome. Hope this series is something that you guys do enjoy. If there is other stuff that you want to see either on College Football 26 or on any of the other games that are, on the channel, just let me know in the comments below. I want to make content that people want to watch, so any feedback would be much appreciated. Other than that, I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.